Mimi ndio nitakuwa kiongozi wa kwanza kuja kutetea Natembea mbele yenu. I'm running for president 2027. But ile mama ambao wabunge wa Kenya wamekaa pale Natembea kitishiwa kama mtoto. Shame on you. Na kama kusema kitu yoyote wakati hiyo, mnasikia au mnasikia?
Governor George Natembeya is gaining a lot of support from supporters, common wananchi, and leaders. The attack which was made by Kimani Ichung'wah against Governor Natembeya during a funeral service in Bungoma are making him popular because he stood on the truth. Normally, people want to side with someone who looks somehow weaker and intimidated, and that is the true description of Governor George Natembeya. We all know that the Western, there are some power jostling where Mudavadi and Wetangula, first of all, they are in their late years, they are approaching 70 years. It means that any leader who would want to become the kingpin of the Western must start now to wrestle these people. You know, in politics, in politics, positions are not given, they are fought for. And for one to emerge as the Western kingpin, he must fight these leaders. That's what every kingpin has done. Raila Odinga fought his father out of the Nyanza. RUTO had to disobey Moi to even form a political party. Okay? GACHAGUA had to fight Uhuru Kenyatta. So that is politics. So, George WAJACKOYA was the last person to come out and support Natembeya. And he came out to say that any person who attacks Natembeya, he will face him. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the comments of George WAJACKOYA, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the certain materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, WAJACKOYA was a presidential candidate in the 2022 general election. He comes from Western. Although he's linguistic, he can speak Luo, he can speak Luya, and some bit of Kikuyu. So a person like George Natembeya getting support from a former presidential candidate, it is a plus if you ask me. And not only WAJACKOYA, but very many Western leaders are coming out to support Natembeya because, first of all, he speaks to the hearts of the Luya people. His message may not be appealing to other regions because he speaks specifically on the politics of the Western. And trust me, all politics is local. Any leader is first made from his community. For a leader to go out and get another support, he must be first supported from within his community. This is what Natembeya is doing. Wherever he stands up to speak, he speaks to the issue of lawyers. Okay? And remember, he's a governor. A governor may have even a bigger reach. Natembeya has served as a commissioner, so at least he has some connections across the country. Okay? And a person like Natembeya not supporting the presidency, it is a big blow. Trust me. If you ask me, between Mudavadi and Natembeya, who would I take? I will personally take Natembeya as per now, because Mudavadi has proved not to bring a lot of effect in the vote. Even his county Vihiga, ODM, took the votes, although Mudavadi came out to support RUTO. So that was a big blow. Before I proceed, let me first play a tape when George WAJACKOYA was warning every Western leader to stop attacking Natembeya. Here's the tape.
I want to come here to reinforce with Natembeya. Mimi ndio nitakuwa kiongozi wa kwanza kuja kutetea Natembeya mbele yenu. I'm running for president 2027. But ile mama ambao wabunge wa Kenya wamekaa pale Natembeya kitishiwa kama mtoto. Shame on you. Na kama kusema kitu yoyote wakati hiyo, mnasikia? Mnasikia? Those who defied Natembeya 2027 wapi? Nyumbani. You cannot do that. Natembeya is the voice we have here. watu ya Ruto. Watoto wakiwa kidnap, watoto wetu wanapotea. Wajinga wengine kama Atwoli sio mzee wa kuita mzee. Atwoli anakuja kusema hata watoto wanasala sio mno kubola kabuene. Mimi niliambia Atwoli juzi, kwenda nyumbani. I was the first one to tell that mzee, chukua hiyo mzee yako, kwenda nayo kwako, kaa kwenu. He cannot account for what
George WAJACKOYA is coming out to also attack Atwoli. Atwoli is a power broker. Atwoli, by the way, I really pity those leaders who side with Atwoli on very key issues. Atwoli is an opportunist. During the 2013-2017, he used to support Raila Amolo Odinga, but after Raila Amolo Odinga losing, he could jump ship and work with the president. That even happened in 2022. I was among the leaders who abused Ruto, left, right, and center. When Raila won, he backtracked and abused Raila. Now he's working with Ruto. Okay? Leave alone backtracking and you don't abuse a person you used to work with, but he goes on to attack the person. So those are opponents. And trust me, if GACHAGUA wins the 2027, Atwoli will be the first person to go and work with GACHAGUA. Those are the people the community sees as the most senior leaders, which is unfortunate. Let's continue.
From workers. I want to tell that mzee wake umeisha. Na familia, hiyo jaziri ambao ulikuwa na yule marehemu ambaye amelala hapo, umetoka kwetu. We are very honest people. We are very honest. Ile damu mzee ametoka ndani yake ndio sisi. You never hear that WAJACKOYA is corrupt. Juzi nimepewa kazi na hawa ati waziri, nikasema waziri ya nini? Kwenda ni huko. Gumo. Mimi sio mjinga kwendanga kwa mzee Gumo. Kila wakati tukiwa na issue naendanga kwake kunishawishi. Alafu nyinyi wabunge. Mnakaa tu. You clap like sio wewe. You clap like psychopath. Asante sana. Ya mwita bwana sio wewe niko kwako. Unajua hiyo. Would not have been named. Mheshimiwa, kama mtakuwa mmechukua kabarabara tu mname Mheshimiwa Nathan Mnoko. I'm going to create a university that I will put my father, because clan-wise we have the same clan.
Our speech was somehow long, and WAJACKOYA came out to power his support to George NATEMBEYA. So it shows you that George NATEMBEYA is a force to reckon with when it comes to Western politics. And it is right, he has to fight for the position in the Western. As very many leaders are now siding with Ruto, despite Ruto failing. Okay? Because Ruto has failed to deliver to the nation. Okay? When there is maybe a gathering, people are intimidated to speak. You clearly saw that when NATEMBEYA came out to speak, he was reprimanded by the majority leader. So that even there would be critics who would come on stage, would fear to air out, okay, their views. That was the main point. Because if they reprimanded George NATEMBEYA at that extent, even there would be critics who would fear for those who can be intimidated very quickly. Okay? To show you that WAJACKOYA is determined to support or to be supported by George WAJACKOYA. Even NATEMBEYA visited George WAJACKOYA's office. In fact, here's the tape.
Just here is your governor. You are still here standing.
So, that is.
I want to come here.
That is George WAJACKOYA being visited by NATEMBEYA. First of all, for me, I see two things. One, we are seeing a formation on both sides. We are seeing a formation that is being dragged to Rigathi Gachagua because it is going to be a force to reckon with in the 2027 general election. Even if Raila stands as president, Rigathi Gachagua, if the courts throughout the petition, Rigathi Gachagua is going to be a force to reckon with. Okay? And he's going to be a fast runner. Trust me, even if the electoral process goes into a runoff, Rigathi Gachagua will be among the people who go in the second round. Because one, he has the biggest voting basket. All he needs to do is to pick the right deputy. And he will be the president. So, Natembeya is going to be a determinant in the Western politics because he has spoken to the hearts of the Luhya people. And anyone who would want to tilt the vote in the Western must either criticize or side with George Natembeya. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.